trying to do right, but shit going left, so fuck it, I score with the offhand. It's getting late in the season.
How are we doing today? Today we'll be reacting to Star Wars Outlaws. The IGN dropped 10 minutes of the gameplay. It did drop a minute ago. I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I've been kind of dodging everything for this game because I heard some bad things about it. I'm not gonna lie. So but today we're gonna react to it and see how it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and get me situated. Alright, let's go ahead and start it.
This month's IGN First is Star Wars Outlaws. We'll be diving deep into Massive Entertainment's open world adventure into a galaxy far, far away throughout July, with new behind the scenes looks and features. We've already explored how Massive brought the cinematic spectacle of Star Wars into an open galaxy setting, and now we're thrilled to bring you a full mission of exclusive gameplay. Taking place on the classic desert planet of Tatooine, this expert mission takes Kate on a journey involving a Jawa and a Sarlacc pit as she journeys from the sand to the stars. Enjoy.
So far, graphics don't look too bad. I've heard really bad things about it. I want to say it looks average. Just go back. Yeah, graphics look average. The character design looks not that bad. Doesn't look that bad. I think people are like over exaggerating. Doesn't look that bad at all. Is that Java?
Hey, I heard you could put a turret on my ship. I'm sorry?
She said she'll put a turret anywhere if you give her a tooth. Forgive the intrusion, but I sensed you needed an interpreter.
Oh,
Let's look at the character design. It looks weird. Wow. Alright, let me say that. I'm clear about probably get canceled. Not weird the fact that she's a girl or like she looks ugly or any of that before people try to cancel me. Just like, I don't know if it's the rendering, but like, it doesn't look like that like graphically good. Okay, but I guess here so I did hear how like you can do some missions upgrade like your speeder and ship, so this must be another mission where like if you do it you get turned out of it, so that's pretty cool.
Thanks, but I'm not giving her a tooth.
No, not your tooth. A Sarlacc tooth. One.
Oh, that's your pet right there. Alright, that's not bad.
Oh, you won't take credits?
She says if you won't pay for breakfast, you can eat sand for free. A Jawa proverb.
No, I get it. I'll get the tooth. But that turret better be good.
You have a deal? How exciting. You know, this reminds me of my time negotiating with the Trade Federal.
Turn along.
Hey, you know where I can get a Sarlacc tooth?
Sarlacc. And you need to find its pit. I'd start in the Dune Sea.
Okay, some gameplay with running speeder.
What is that?
So I liking how like big the world is. Like, looking like you kind of have free range to go wherever, which is kind of cool. I know people are hating on that, like saying like the maps aren't even that big.
Pristine Sarlacc tooth is worth a lot on the black market.
But 1.2 km.
You saying I'll have competition?
Not bad.
Sarlaccs get scavenged fast. Anyone else looking for a tooth won't be coming alone.
Obviously, you beat people there. Go ahead and skip some of this running.
It's a dead Sarlacc.
Oh, so there's bounty hunters that you have to compete with. Binoculars so you can tag enemies. Okay. Scarlet Pit. This is from like Return of the Jedi. Alright, so you don't have to fight them, you can just go right in.
One mile
Okay.
down. You good, buddy? Ugh, it's kind of leathery.
So I know this might be early stage of the game, but like graphically, it doesn't look amazing. It's not bad. And what I think is why that looks that way is because the game has so much rendering since it is such a big game when it comes to like all the worlds and all everything, that it probably the performance it probably doesn't look that good. It might be, but also it might be one of the games that have the settings where it's like you can do performance or quality, so that might be it too.
Okay, the Jawas have arrived at the ship.
Okay.
They bring a turret?
They did. They have yet to confirm that it works.
Okay, well, you keep an eye on that. I've got to find a way down to the bottom of this pit.
So you do get to the bottom of the pit, even though there's teeth on the surface? Oh, so you got a little grappling hook, okay.
Ugh.
No
So
rib
many dead
cages.
things and this dead thing.
Interesting. Doesn't look bad, yeah, doesn't look bad. Those eggs. The gun sounds good. Oh, there's multiple. Oh. Okay. Multiple settings to your gun. Interesting. A lot of falling. Find a two from the second mouse.
What do you see?
Oh, it's not that like echolocation? That's pretty cool.
Phew, the tooth. Finally. Sorry, droid. I need this more than you. ND?
Finally. What's your status?
Well, I found a tooth. Now I just need to get out of this pit. Why? You worried about me?
About you? No. Hurry, please.
Oh, they're probably trying to scavenge the ship. Smooth transition to a cutscene.
Hey, come back here. That's my tooth.
Okay, so you got a little speeder chase.
Wait.
Oh, so this is the stealth in the game. So this is when you can be stealthy, whatever. So far, what do I think about it? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not overly made. Like nothing's just like popping out surprising me. The game looks good at times, but at times you can see as that cutscene the frames drop. But again, this game isn't released yet. We still have like what, a couple months, so they could be fixing this, patching this stuff, and they will probably have like a day one update that patches a lot of it. But it doesn't look bad. Like it doesn't look bad. Not too bad. Now let's go back.
All right, Nix. Go get him.
That's cool. So you can send your friend to distract while you take care of him. All right.
Someone nearby?
Ah, so he used his echolocation. Okay.
All this for a tooth.
sliding mechanics. Okay. Sorry, yeah. Alright, so I think it's cool that there's destructive.
Got the tooth. I should get out of
I think it's really cool that there's destructive environment, which is one of the most cool things because it makes it so you can complete a mission in any kind of way, which also brings replay value to the game. Because if you can complete missions multiple ways, then that would make me feel like I would want to play the game again. One thing about Spider-Man 2, Insomniac Spider-Man 2, it's an amazing game, but the replay value isn't there, I feel like, because they haven't dropped any DLC for it's only been a year. And once you beat the main story, like, yes, you can go to New Game Plus, but like the story is very long. There's not very much side objectives to do. It's a very story-driven game, if that makes sense. At least from my point of view. It's just a very story-driven game. So like the replay value isn't really there for me as it was in the first game. On the flip side, the first game also had DLC come out faster than this. Because at this moment, I recorded this video, Spider-Man 2 still has no DLC out. So, yeah, I was saying it brings replay value. W for Ubisoft. Ubisoft. Stun gun, okay. Grenade launcher. So you can pick up other people's gun. Now she's just trying to escape. Alright, so she'd escape back to her vehicle. And hops on the vehicle and slides. Yeah, cool. After we're almost done with it, this gameplay has solved one of the biggest things I was worried about in this game, that it was going to be like a story-driven open world. I was scared that like it was just going to be like you can just hop on your speeder and just go. Like we've had other games. I mean, Battlefront 2, I was open world as much as it was. That was more like a map, and then the story was like semi-open world. Not really at all. Sorry, I just woke up. What's another one? Jedi Fallen Order is probably the closest to like this, where it's like story driven. But even that, you didn't have like a speeder, so like your movement, a lot of times you explored the map as you did the story, which you probably will do in this. But you couldn't just go wherever and do whatever. Actually, no, gosh, you could. You could. So that Jedi Fallen Order is probably like a stepping stone, because like that was probably like the first semi-open world. Now this is probably gonna be a fully open world. So it did solve the problem of like if you can go anywhere at any time and explore any part of the map, and having a speeder did a lot of it. So yeah, good job.
Okay, the Jawas are getting impatient.
How can you tell?
They're trying to disassemble me.
Okay. I'm headed back to their boss now, alright? Just, try to stay in one piece. Here. Straight from the, second mouth. That's good, right?
Oh, yes. I love watching the wheels of commerce in motion.
And now you get a turn out of that.
Griff, it's hot, Nix.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I didn't mean it. My bad. Still got my camera set up. Prepares the Trailblazers turn, giving the ship to a powerful weapon. That's cool. So the more tasks you do for the Jawas, the more stuff you get for. Hold up, let's look at that clean transition. Let's look at this transition for a second. Oh, so that's amazing. Okay, so that also solves another problem for me. I was worried that like you wouldn't even be able to really fly the ships, because in Starfield, which had this thing, that's also one of the games where like, yes, you can go from ship to the space. I wanted to see that in the Star Wars aspect, you know, like the open world aspect, because that, even though the game Star Wars wasn't Starfield, wow, Starfield, even that game wasn't like amazing, the fact that you're able to seamlessly just go into flight is one of the cool things. So I'm happy they put that in this game. And wow, now you seamlessly go into space. Okay, cool.
Turret is active, K.
That's fire.
We'll have more exclusive looks at Star Wars Outlaws for you throughout July.
Oh. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, final opinions on it. It doesn't look bad. Looks actually pretty good. I think people like putting expectations like too high for the game. Because yes, it is like a big AAA open world game. It is made by Ubisoft. I hope that Ubisoft, same thing. It is made by those developers who have struggled in the past to make quality games. So I can see where people are like worried about it, especially if you're a Star Wars fan like I am, and like anyone else who's played the other games, you'd be skeptical about it too. But yeah, I think the problem is people just expectations are too high for the game. It doesn't look bad. Yes, there are a lot of moments where the frame drops like bad, the graphics drop bad. You could see it do like a lot of the transitions it did. The gameplay looks fine. The blaster looks fine. The stealth is kind of iffy. You know, I feel like it's very much like a finicky stealth. Like it isn't completely like a Batman Arkham Knight, but it does give you enough where you'll feel satisfied with the stealth, and it just gives you multiple options to complete missions, which brings replay value. And I like the fact that you can just drive up to an outpost without having to go through a transition or anything like that. One of the biggest like things that you have to get right with open world games is going to objectives and missions without having to go through like 5 freaking cutscenes. Ghost of Tsushima, I love that game, one of my favorite games, but the problem with that game and why I hate trying to like I can't like physically just can't replay it. There's so many cutscenes between every single mission in Ghost of Tsushima, and you can't skip them because they probably use those cutscenes to render and keep the game looking good. So that's one of the few things you have to get right with open world games. No cutscenes, fluid transition, fluid gameplay, and the depth of the game. From that map, I couldn't tell there's really much depth in the game, if that makes sense, like with the worlds, because like it's just sand world. It is cool that you're able to go, like they have like a whole underground system for the cave, but we're just gonna have to wait to see other worlds, how like depth, like how much depth the game has, how much like stuff the world has in the game. So yeah. But that was my reaction. That was my reaction to the Star Wars Outlaws exclusive gameplay. If you like this, hit a like in the comment, and also put in the comments what more do you want me to react to. If you want me to react to MCU news more, gaming news, or music, whichever one you like, just let me know.
Maybe some trades and huddled the offense. Drove from the scope, P run the O, filled with the motion like tight end. I'm finna bag him in tie-ins. I hope you can see how that ties in.